Kramer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. And your business is our business.
Well, top of the morning to you today.
Right back at you.
We're getting stuff done. Get stuff done Mondays. Did you know that?
Yeah, you declared it getting stuff See, I can't even do it. Getting stuff done Mondays.
I know, and now I'm on a roll.
And then Tuesdays.
On Tuesday, no, I think we're going to do top 10 Tuesdays.
Top 10?
Yeah, so then you've 10
Why are you
things.
Changing everything?
10 things to do on Tuesdays.
10 things to do on Tuesdays?
Too many? Should it be 2 Tuesdays? I know, 2 was the only other number, and 2 just didn't seem like enough. After get stuff done, we're only going to do 2 things on Tuesday.
2 things Tuesdays. I like that much better.
See, so I had to jump all the way up to 10.
All right.
It's going to be productive.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Well, you had a weekend. You ready to go?
I did have a weekend. It was a good weekend. By the way, I gotta say right now, saw the movie The Judge. Academy Award winning. They're gonna sweep. They're gonna take everything that could possibly be given at the Academy Awards. Great movie.
I'm guessing you
cried.
said it that way. You cried?
I did.
Because you wanted to have a proof of an audio proof to say on this day.
No, I'm not vain. I don't care if
you always care if somebody else, if you got it trumpet before somebody else.
Matt Lauer.
You always care.
To the daily news, and I do it every single time. Thank you, but I don't care if you. Did you know that as the Earth moves, it makes a musical note too low for you to hear? It is actually a C sharp.
Really?
Yep. 29 octaves below middle C.
The Earth is making music?
Yeah.
So it's true. We make music as we...
Pull my finger. What? You want to know if we make music? Pull. Yeah, it's true. Now... I
don't know what to do with you this morning.
What?
What?
I'm just...
First of all, I trump Matt Lauer every time. And then when we talk about music, like something that would be joyful to the, pleasing, you say pull my finger. Like immediately you think of your bodily sounds.
Moves, and as Earth moves, it makes a musical note.
No, flatulent sounds that are musical.
Who's talking about... I was going to give you a C sharp, only 1 octave below middle C. Me.
If I pulled your finger, you were going to sing.
Maybe. You'll never know.
I think we'll be able to live
and
on.
all the facts that you hear on the Experience Pros Radio Show, you can find at 1,339 quite interesting facts to make your jaw drop. The book written by John Lloyd, John Mitchison, and James Harkin. Check the veracity of my facts.
Put a quarter in the jar because Eric said veracity. We're going to be rich.
At QI.com. That's QI.com. What you looking at?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? What am I looking at?
You got charts and stuff.
Oh, I did have a chart. It was my friend Nick May from Walls by Design shared a chart on what makes for a stable marriage.
What makes for a stable marriage?
Yeah, 7 points of stability.
There's more than one?
Yeah, apparently the number 1 had to do with how much money you make. Did you know that the more money you and your partner make, the less likely you are to ultimately file for divorce?
The more money you make, the less money you're likely to file for divorce?
The less likely. Yeah, wealthier couples are less likely to end up divorced.
Well, of course, because it's a huge inconvenience.
What?
Scroll down.
What is the huge inconvenience?
What else is there? Okay, so yeah, that one. Okay,
how often you go to church, your attitude towards your partner.
Right, scroll down.
How many people attended the wedding?
That's ridiculous.
Apparently, if the number of people that attend your wedding, if you have more than 200 people at your wedding, you're
from Arkansas.
You're more likely, less likely to get a divorce. So you have to invite a bunch of people to your wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, if you just elope, you're more likely to get a divorce.
That's probably why
how much you spent on the wedding, whether or not you had a honeymoon.
Yep. Is that the end of the article?
That's it.
It has nothing to do with why people get divorced or how likely you are to stay together.
So none of those were your point of reference?
Of course not.
You just, what? You want to add
I'm just saying
add something to the article, being that you are the expert here.
I just don't
amongst the two of us.
See the obvious.
What is the obvious?
Friction.
Friction.
Yes.
There was too much friction, animosity, anger.
Can there really ever be too much friction?
Okay, what?
I'm just saying.
So friction. Less likely, more likely.
Look at the time.
Huh.
More friction.
Bridezilla.
More friction, no divorce.
Manzilla.
What?
You have issues. You don't talk in complete sentences. You don't communicate well with your partner. We have to read between the lines, and we have to guess what it is that you're trying to say.
There's a lot of obvious things that are missing in this article.
I'm just asking you.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
You came up with several. I just came up with one. That's all.
One.
Yeah.
One. So, okay, never mind. We'll move on. Yeah, we'll move on.
Great show for you today. Thanks for tuning into the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is the most positive business talk show in America. And as we go to commercial break, turn up the volume. Why don't you do that? Do business with the people who do business with the pros.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
When you're diagnosed with a brain condition, it takes more than just a doctor to help you live the best life possible. Choose Colorado Neurological Institute's NeuroHealth Center for all your neurorehabilitation needs. The NeuroHealth Center is an outpatient neurorehabilitation clinic in Englewood, offering counseling, care navigation, speech, occupational, and physical therapy services, and all services are delivered in one location. Call today, 303-788-4010. That's 303-788-4010, or visit online at thecni.org.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
You can forget about having insomnia now that Somnia, the new sleep store opening in Park Meadows Mall, is coming. Somnia. Picture yourself finally getting a good night's sleep. Sheets, humidifiers, aromatherapy, and sleep experts to help you with your sleep apnea and snoring. The grand opening is November 1st, but Experience Pros listeners are invited to the soft opening on October 30th at 10 a.m. Somnia. Sleep better every night in your new sleep sanctuary.
You have a business and your business needs a phone system other than your cell phone. Now you have a solution. Perfect Cloud Solutions is the perfect answer to your phone system needs. Specializing in affordable voice over internet protocol phone systems, Perfect Cloud Solutions has exactly what you need. And best of all, it fits within your budget. Call today and stop sharing that one-line handheld unit in the office. 855-771-VoIP. That's 855-771-8647. Or check them out for yourself at perfectcloudsolutions.com. Perfect Cloud has your perfect phone solution.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. List That Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. List That Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
If you've not voted in a few years, or if you've recently moved, you should check to see if you're still registered to vote. Go to klz560radio.com and find the voter registration link. Don't forget, register and vote freedom, liberty, and truth on November 4th.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. You know, sometimes it just gotta be me.
All right, so I get that you're bold and a little bit out there.
Braggadocious.
And I'm gonna find out if you actually have what our next guest calls moxie.
I want one.
Moxie. It's the essence of what makes a leader tough on the inside and easygoing on the outside. The secret to bold and gutsy leadership can be found in the brand new book, Moxie, written by John Baldoni. He's the author of more than a dozen books, including Lead with Purpose, Lead Your Boss, and the Leader's Pocket Guide. He's also the chair of the leadership development practice of N2 Growth, which is a global leadership consultancy firm. And he's our guest on the Experience Pros Radio Show. John, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much, Angel. I appreciate that kind introduction.
Hey, John, great to have you with us. Let's start with, first of all, define moxie, and do I have it?
Well, I don't know you personally, but I'm sure you have if you're thinking about it. So, okay, you're on the radio.
Yeah.
It takes guts to get on the radio, so absolutely. The way I define moxie, it's the guts, gumption, and determination we use to succeed. And it's a favorite word of mine, and you often hear it in movies of the 30s and 40s. So my mental picture is that of a prize fighter who's down on his luck, but is encouraged to go into the ring one last time for that paycheck, and people watching the fight or watching this fighter train will say he's got moxie. But this isn't a male-only attribute by any means. There's a lot of women, and I profile them, who have moxie, and one of whom is in the book is Dolly Parton. So
yeah, that
you know
makes
what
sense.
you do when you start to name people that I think, John, that you find have moxie, we can all get on board with what that is, and we can picture that. And you're saying we all need to develop our own moxie. How do we become that leader with that guts and gumption?
Well, it comes from a sense of confidence. And where does confidence come from? It comes from doing it, reflecting on one's achievements, having been there, the experience. And the reason that I got into doing Moxie was because I saw in the wake of the financial crisis, a lot of executives got up and sort of wrung their hands in public and said, oh my gosh, we've never seen things so bad. And yes, things were very bad, but they showed a remarkable lack of resilience. And I thought, I don't think we talk enough about resilience and perseverance and determination. And so it's a topic that has stuck with me. And so I decided to put it down in book form, and I like the term moxie. So it's a way of your inner resolve. And I think all of us have that ability to tap into it. Some of us, we need to bring it out of ourselves, and that will come through conversations with others, your achievements, those types of things. But definitely, I think we as humans are pretty resilient creatures. We don't give ourselves enough credit for that. And I think we often overlook the fact that failure, I know it's an adage, and we say failure is the best teacher, but you know what? It is if you pay attention.
Absolutely.
It's because you fall doesn't mean the world is over. It's what you do next that matters most. And that's where moxie comes in. It's the get up and go. It's to say, okay, I missed it on this time, but what am I going to do next? And the way I've turned moxie into an acronym, which stands for mindfulness, opportunity, X factor / character, innovation and engagement. These are tools that leaders use to build upon themselves and the talents of others to achieve the things they want to achieve for self, more importantly for group and for team and for the organization.
All right, John, you said that moxie is an acronym. Can you tell me what the M, I know you ran through it. Can you just do that one more time?
Absolutely. M is mindfulness, which is your being present in the moment. It's a form of situation analysis, situation awareness, as well as personal awareness. O is for opportunity. Leaders are those who are look at challenges and see opportunities. Where others see problems, they see opportunity. X factor comes down to a number of factors, but rooted in character. It's your ambition. It's your compassion. It's your resilience. It's your sense of humor, too. Life is tough. We need to relax a little bit. Innovation. Leaders and all of us need to learn to do things differently Otherwise, we're going to get the same old results. I mean, if you're happy with the results, then keep on doing what you're doing. But if you need to change, because the world is always changing, you need to think and do differently. And the final thing is engagement. Those attributes that I was talking about before are a lot of personally directed. But engagement is leaders achieve very little by themselves. They have to reach out and touch others and bring them along, win hearts and minds. That's what engagement is about.
And I love this, John. We agree completely with your premise and your conclusion. I think one of the things that you said that really triggered and resonated with me is the fact that there is no substitute for the experience. You've just got to go out there and earn it, and there's no other way to get that. You've got the fire inside, but we all fall, and when we fall, what do you do? How do you get up and burn through?
Right. One of the our great president, Teddy Roosevelt, talked about the man in the arena. Well, today it would be the man and the woman in the arena. And while he was talking about politics per se, it's also that willingness to put yourself forward. And leaders are those who want to affect positive change. They want to make things happen. So you have to stand up and be counted. And that doesn't mean you have to, want to be the CEO, but you want to make work the best that you can. And I believe very strongly in personal leadership. Doesn't mean you have to lead a group, but you need to learn to lead yourself. And that starts with a sense of moxie, if you will, your guts, your gumption, and your determination focused on a goal. And that's the difference between just sort of blind ambition. Your moxie focuses you on where you want to go and what you want to achieve.
I love it. And we all have it in us. And I think sometimes we allow others to influence, how much moxie shows up. We're always worried about, is this really, should I be truly me at this event or in this moment?
In the china closet.
But our moxie, when it comes out, usually serves us very well. Where do we get a copy of The Secret to Bold and Gutsy Leadership? Moxie?
Well, it's available in bookstores everywhere. You may have to order it, but it's on Amazon.com under its title. And there's also a little book site called MoxieBook.com, or also my website, johnbaldoni.com. So with plenty of places to get it.
Fantastic. Our guest has been John Baldoni. The book is called Moxie, The Secret to Bold and Gutsy Leadership. Go out and get yourself the copy of the book and then put it into action. There's a little Moxie for you. John, thanks for the interview. We appreciate you.
Thank you for this opportunity. Best wishes to you. And yes, you got Moxie.
You bet we do, man. We're the only positive business talk show in America, and you're listening to it. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've done it yourself. You've put in a few keywords to search for something, and what comes up is nothing like what you're looking for. Thousands of responses, but nothing close to what you need. You try again, frustrated. You finally find it buried deep within the walls of the internet. Don't do that to your potential customers. Make it easy. Make it Colorado SEO easy. Colorado SEO optimizes your keywords so customers can find you quickly. Optimize your website by contacting Colorado SEO. Search engine optimization the way you hoped it would be. ColoradoSEO.com. That's ColoradoSEO.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Everyone wins when you partner with Mary Beth Stencil and her Paid to Save network. Put your daily deals on the Paid to Save app for free and start making money every time someone clicks on your offer. You only pay when someone pays you. What a great idea. And you can start making money today. No one will know of your offer until you list it, so get going right now. Visit paid2save.com. That's paid, the number 2, save.com, or call Mary Beth right now at 303-268-5506. That's 303-268-5506. Get paid to save and start making money today.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
The Dennis Miller Show, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I want to have this conversation. Every time we talk about body language, somehow the roles get twisted. And
what do you mean the roles get twisted? Your body is talking, Betty, without you saying a single word. We need to talk about that pull my finger little shtick that you do.
My body will talk for sure.
Yeah, no, but we are talking all day long. Our body is talking all day long. And you want to know what it's saying? Well, there's a brand new book, or it's actually not brand new, but the book, How to Talk to Anyone, says you can capture anyone's attention without saying a word.
I want to.
And I love some of the titles for some of these body language verbs or some of the things.
Oh, all right.
And the first one is the flooding smile.
Flooding smile?
The flooding smile. No.
Not one of those.
Here's what you should do. Don't flash, they say.
Excuse me. I don't.
An immediate smile when you greet someone.
Oh. You got to make them want it.
Well, if you do, it appears as if anyone in your line of sight would receive that smile. So instead, pause, look at their face for a second, and then let out a big, warm, let it just flood your face.
I'm going to practice
smile,
with Charlie.
Flood your face and overflow into your eyes. And the delay is less than a second. It's not like you're waiting and waiting and waiting.
She says I did it right.
Convinces people that your smile is sincere and personalized for them. So a slower smile adds more richness and depth to how people perceive
it's
you.
Kind of sexy too.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Can I see it?
No, I don't.
No?
I can't do
Can't
it
do
with
it to
you.
me?
I did it to Charlie.
You did it to Charlie?
Go back and look at the video.
Okay, I'll have to go back.
He
All
gave
right.
me 2 thumbs up.
So the flooding smile, remember, don't flash an immediate smile. Wait until you've made eye contact first, and then flood your face with a smile. The second one is sticky eyes.
Yeah.
Pretend your eyes are glued to your conversation partners with sticky, warm taffy.
Yeah.
Are those your sticky eyes?
Well, I don't know. Wait,
Yeah,
I got to pull away first.
He
Hold
says,
on.
Even after yes, there you go. After, don't break eye contact, even after they finish speaking. When you must look away, do it ever so slowly, reluctantly stretching the gooey taffy until the tiny string finally breaks.
Oh, sorry.
No.
No, I just, Charlie was doing that to me now, and sorry. This next one gets me in trouble. This next one gets me in trouble a lot.
Epoxy eyes. Okay, what's epoxy eyes?
So you're sitting there, you're looking at somebody, but somebody else, a third person is talking. Okay. So let's say Charlie is talking, and while Charlie is talking, I'm watching you, watching him, and then every so often you look over and see me watching you, watching him.
That's kind of creepy,
right?
Yeah,
it can be.
All right, because it can be a bit overwhelming and leave them feeling uncomfortable. Yeah. So you should primarily watch the speaker, but allow your glance to bounce to your target when the speaker finishes interesting points.
Keep in mind, Angel brought this subject. Go ahead.
It's body language, and I love the names of them. Like we just, we think of eye contact and mimicking other people's gestures, but the big baby pivot.
Yeah.
Look at you, big baby pivot. People are very conscious for how you react to them. So when you meet someone new, turn your entire body fully toward them and give them, stop giving me undivided attention.
I got to practice the flood.
No. Okay. No, don't do it on me when I'm trying to talk. Right.
It's downright creepy.
No. It's not creepy. It's when you put your whole body facing the other person, it lets them know, I think you are very, very important.
Right.
And so often we are multitasking. We're doing something else. We haven't fully given them our attention. Think about, we often turn our back to them at this, when we're talking about customer service, we look over our shoulder. Maybe we're doing something else. A lot of times we're on speakerphone, lets people know that we're multitasking. And so they call it the big baby pivot because you pretend that you are actually talking to a baby, because you would give a baby your full body attention. Okay, don't talk, baby. Just put your body in front of it. Limit the fidget.
Limit the fidget.
Limit the fidget. Do not fidget, twitch, wiggle, squirm, or scratch.
Which is a hard
tell
time
me,
with that
as soon as I know there is a video camera on me, my nose gets so itchy. I know it's all in my head.
What's that thing that's going to kill me with a blood clot in my leg? Restless leg syndrome?
You do not have that. You do not have that.
It was nice knowing you.
So limit your fidgets. Hang by your teeth. Are you drinking? Did you almost get coffee out?
Hang by my teeth?
Hang by my teeth. This visualization trick will help you look more confident with your posture. So do this. Visualize a leather bit hanging from the frame of every door that you walk through. Yes, pretend you're taking a bite.
Ow.
And let it sweep your cheeks into a smile and lift you up.
No, this is ridiculous.
You say that.
But
when you hang by your teeth, every muscle is stretched into perfect posture. Your head will be held high, shoulders back, torso out of your hips.
Wilbur, I hate this.
Habitual good posture is the mark of a big winner. People want to see your posture is key.
Up there. Hold on for a second. I got to check the video. I think I just cut my head off.
Here's the thing. Like for you, because you are really tall, you tend to
hang over my teeth.
You tend to slouch. You tend to think that you try to make yourself small.
Do I judge you?
You can't.
I can't.
You can't make yourself small.
Oh, no, that's true.
You can't make yourself small.
That is so true.
So the slouching and the hunching, it doesn't help you. And so keep your posture. Us short people, we're used to looking up. Like, it doesn't matter. You can't make us feel uncomfortable. We get it. We're used to it. Not a big deal for us.
Here's one that I think everybody should avoid at all costs.
Avoid?
It's called the hello, old friend.
No, we're not. This is not avoiding. These are things you're supposed to do.
You've never met this person in your life. And what this article is trying to tell you to do, which, by the way, most of these are ridiculous.
You don't like to hang by your teeth.
Heck no. Would you like this?
About the big baby pivot.
No.
And
the flooding smile. Are you kidding? I mean,
and
look,
the sticky eye.
I play kind of a creeper on the radio, but I'm not really one, and that's ridiculous stuff. But this last one, hello, old friend, it recommends that when you see somebody for the very first time, you're like, hey, so great to give me a hug. And all. You know what you're going to do? You're going to freak them out, and they will never talk to you again. Stop touching me.
We had somebody in the studio recently who came in and was behaving very, very friendly, as if familiar.
They've known us forever.
Right. And of course, when somebody is
behaving as if they've met you before.
You have to fake it.
And and we do this when you're doing cold calling. You always pretend like, hey, is Bob there? Yeah, it's Angel. Tell him Angel's calling. As if, there's some familiarity. And when there is, you mimic back the familiarity. But the entire time you're thinking to yourself,
I don't know this person.
Why? Yeah. Where?
So we have 2 words for you, and you don't have to take notes on this. It should be fairly straightforward. You'll be able to remember these 2 words. It's simply this. You ready? Stop it. Don't do that.
Don't fake people out. If you've never met them before, don't act like you have, because then their whole mind, their whole head, they're not listening to the conversation you're having. They're going through their brain trying to think, where did I meet you? Where did I meet you? Why does this person know me? Why don't I know this person? And even though we're smiling and nodding, there's no connection truly being made.
Add that to the list of ways to get divorced. From your customer,
so
your partner, your business, whatever.
So you didn't like this body language. Now, it is true that our bodies are speaking and they are having conversations with people. They are setting off
the
tone.
Epoxy eyes.
You do the epoxy eyes.
When I am attracted to somebody, I'm watching her while she's watching everybody else. And then when she looks over, bam, there is a spark.
Well,
and that's very cool. But it can be creepy.
If you're in a conversation with where there is a group and you keep looking at somebody that you're interested in who isn't talking,
it gets distracting.
They know that you're interested in them, which is a good sign.
It's a good sign, but then it gets creepy. You got to do all things in moderation. And I kind of actually like the whole flooding smile thing.
Actually, I do like that.
It is.
I smile.
You recognize. You go to a happy place in your mind, and then you bring that happy place to them.
Bring it, yes.
And I think that's very cool. All the rest of this is nothing but pure, utter bologna sandwich. And Maggie Zhang.
I don't think it's pure bologna sandwich.
No, because bologna.
Bologna isn't pure.
It's not pure at all.
So I mean,
no,
you can't use
but
that.
It's full of all that stuff. Big snouts and hoovers. That's what it is. Hey, we got to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're talking about your marketing with the marketing guru. Darrell Stern's up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out extremerelationshipmanagement.com for their next event. extremerelationshipmanagement.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Your largest asset is your home, and when your home needs help, Hocoa Denver is your best friend. The Homeowners Club of America provides AAA service, promptly matching your service requests with approved contractors, and then following up to guarantee the job was done right. Utilities, appliances, remodeling, painting, from bricks to fencing, floors to patios, Hocoa has you covered. Become a member for the equivalent of only $4 a month. $4! Hocoa, serving homeowners with care. Sign up today, 303-906-2643. That's 303-906-2643.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Braggin Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Meisner, New York Times bestselling author and founder of BNI, the world's largest networking organization. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the #1 best positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
I'll drive 1,000,000 miles to be with you tonight.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. You don't have to drive 1,000,000 miles. Just turn up the volume. This is the most positive business talk show in America.
Well, when it comes to marketing, there are a million options out there. And how do you know where to really focus your attention? Well, you talk to a professional. Darrell Stern is our marketing genius, our inbound marketing genius from Stern DMB. Find him online at sterndmb.com. Darrell, welcome to the show.
I'm going to gradually smile back and stay focused. Eye contact.
Faster.
Do the little curve in the middle. Get it all down pat. All down.
You know what? I love you. See, you're still a people person.
Right. Yes.
It's not all online stuff, right?
Well, as I tell people, I've never had a customer, doing online marketing or website design or anything without talking to them on the phone.
Right.
It's the energy that you create together and the excitement of working on a project together that, makes them want to work with me over someone else or, in your business too. All this online marketing, well, it's all just to start a meaningful conversation, get someone to actually talk to you.
It's the first step to the relationship.
Yes, exactly. I'm sorry, I'm not going to text you back my proposal.
All right.
Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, Darrell, what are we talking about today?
Well, I wanted to talk. The one big thing is I would invite everyone to do this type of exercise. I want you to make a spreadsheet. I want you to put 2 columns on it. I want you to put one that's going to say features, and the second column is going to say benefits. And all I want you to do is write down the features of your business. That's all I want you to do.
I'm really good at that, Darrell.
Well, right. So all I want you to do is do that. Make that spreadsheet, and then I want you to email it to Darrell, DARRELL, at Stern, STERNDMB.com. And I will be glad, and make sure you include all of your contact information. And then I will be glad to give you a call and we'll schedule a 15-minute consultation just to go over that and figure out what the benefits are.
So all we need to do is create the features on the left side and leave the benefits open. You'll receive this, call us, and we can have a little chat about what those benefits are.
Right.
Now, this is an exercise that's in futility for us, it seems like, these days, because we keep thinking about the features of our business. Darrell, why is it so important to know how that translates into benefits when it comes to marketing?
Well, for a number of reasons. The one is your target market has a specific pain point. They want to have you solve a problem for them. So if you're only talking about yourself, I mean, we've gone over this before, if you're only talking about yourself, we do this and we do that. Well, okay, but can you fix the problem I'm having? So the basis of all the marketing that I do is putting out blogs and content and landing pages and even posts on social media, that bring people in based on you just might have the answer to their problem.
Okay. All right. I like that. And I think I'm working. I am a work in progress when it comes to talking about the benefits and
I think many businesses are. We get so hung up in this is what we do, this is what we do, this is what we do. And we forget how to talk in in benefit speak, but when it comes to online marketing, it's all benefit speak, right?
Well, right. But you can think about it in a different way. For instance, let's look at social media. My father was a philosophy professor, and he taught, words have meaning, cognitive thinking. So on Twitter, you follow someone.
Right.
Back in nursery school or kindergarten, we had this game called Follow the Leader.
I remember that.
Right? You would pick someone, and everybody else would follow them around. So when someone follows you, they're expecting you to lead. They're expecting you to be a leader in your industry. So lead. In other words, what would people out there want, react to and well, not just react to, but what kind of advice could you give people? What kind of help could you give people? How can you change their thinking about your industry that you're in? How can you show that you're a leader and separate yourself out from everybody else? Does that make sense? If you start to think about the language, well, what am I trying to really do? I'm trying to lead people, which isn't, we're having a sale on Saturday, get 50% off, and all that kind of stuff.
Please do
But we often think we're trying to sell something.
Right.
Right.
But we're trying to lead.
Right.
We should be, at least.
Well, I'm working on redoing the content of my website and really having a page of we're doing marketing, not sales. Right.
Right.
Sales comes a little bit later in the process. Once you've got someone pulled in and you start having a conversation with them, then of course you feel around and see if they could be a customer and and sell them something all along the way. But another wise person once told me, when you're going in to sell, once you start this marketing conversation, someone talks to you, just have a conversation. Right away, we usually try to think, well, this could be a client, let me see what I can sell here. But instead, just have a conversation and just listen. And then you'll find that if you form that type of relationship, they like you, they understand that you're listening to them. That goes 99.9% of the way towards closing a sale.
All right. What other social media elements? Because I know that you mentioned Twitter, but that's not the only one that is out there. And how should we be aligning our language and behaviors with the other elements?
Well, sure. Let's take the big one, which is Facebook. Okay. Facebook has a little button that says like.
Right.
Okay. So what would your target market or your target audience really like to hear from you or really like to engage with you about? And that's not, hey, it's a sunny day and here's a picture of my cat. It's really cute and all, and you'll get a lot of likes. Like, people will like that.
Right.
But they're not then engaging with you and starting that kind of conversation. And what I'm really kind of tired of, and we've talked about this before, is the please do this, please like my page, please go here, please. Tell me again.
My goal is I need to get to X number of likes today. Help me hit my goal.
Exactly. And here's a little fun one. If you go into your Google Webmaster Tools, you can see in your impressions what search terms people typed in that led to an impression for your website, not necessarily a link click. But if you take that, you'll see some really interesting things.
Well, boy, howdy. We've got one that I don't know how got in there, and I'm not going to mention it on the air, but wow.
But he's going to mention that we have one.
We do.
That he's not going to mention on the air. Don't you love that?
Okay. Sure.
Okay,
I don't know
Eric.
really where to go with that.
Right,
But
okay.
Just say that's nice.
So
Eric.
but what I'm saying
terms that
is
people are searching for you.
they're using language and asking Google questions. They're searching for an answer.
Yeah.
They're not going, wow, what are the 5 tips to clean my toilet today? Like, can I download an ebook on that? Let me search for it. They're not doing that, but they're talking specifically about the problem, which again is that kind of features versus benefits thing. There's also another spreadsheet you can make with 2 columns called needs versus desires. Okay. Needs is, I blew a tire on my car today, right? I need to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Some businesses work off that. A locksmith, you're locked out of the house, you need it, you've got to get it today. The other way that, you can market your business and position your business is through desire. I already have a nice TV, Samsung TV in my apartment, but wow, that curved 65-inch one really looks cool and I desire it.
Right.
Desire it.
Yeah, we all.
I like that you made the desire about electronics. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Got a brand new phone.
I know. We all have to have our new text toys.
Just saying.
So to kind of wrap this all up, LinkedIn is connect, right? So when you have a connection with someone else, what would you want that connection to do? What value do you bring to the connection? What value can you offer someone else in terms of connecting with you rather than right away saying, hey, I sell this and you can call me.
You are leading us to the land of benefits.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. Okay, let me throw you a curve.
Yes.
Pinterest.
Pinterest, I've got it. I've got that one too. Watch.
Come on.
Pinterest on your refrigerator. What do you have pinned or magneted to your
Well, most people have kids' pictures and things like that.
Right. Things that bring back great memories for you, things that remind you of what's good in life. You also have lists and advice to yourself, reminders and all that kind of stuff. There you go. There's what Pinterest is. You put up lists and reminders. You put up pictures that will move people and influence people, to be moved by it. And all of this, to wrap it all up, again, after wrapping it up, has to have some kind of a call to action. On every type of social media, you can put hashtags and you can put a link to a strategic landing page that, again, or a page on your website that specifically addresses that pain point that you targeted and talked about in that post to lead people to start a conversation with you that will lead to a...
Which is all very strategic, which I think most of us approach social media in a very flippant way. You know, I just had this thought and I posted it or I tweeted it or I shared it. This is very strategic. You're going to be sharing something that does have this call to action, that does lead them back to your website, that does have a page that takes them further into your sales process, which at the end of the day,
we're in business to make money.
Yeah, all the likes on our fun photo isn't what we're after. We're after growing our business.
Right. Social is comes from the Latin word for ally. So, and also when I'm on social media, for a client, when someone retweets or likes something or favorites it back, that instant, I'm thanking them. I'm telling them someplace else to go. I'm giving them some advice. Sometimes you can even direct message someone or friend them or start the conversation right there live. It's all happening right now.
And here's the thing, Darrell, we get a lot of folks who say, I've tried all these things. I've tried networking, I've tried advertising, I've tried social media, I'm trying all these things and nothing's working. They're the ones that usually aren't doing any of the work because all of the pieces are there. You've got the elements in place. You actually have taken the next step and said, okay, this is the next step after that. When somebody did like it, when somebody did comment, when somebody did share, you then have a next step. I think that's where most of us fall short.
Well, it all starts with features versus benefits, needs versus desires, and developing a real strategy of, again, what media would your target market want to share socially.
We want to make sure that we share our Excel spreadsheet. Send those to Darrell at
sterndmb.com. And this is on YouTube, so you can rewind it. DARRELL at sterndmb.com.
DMB.com.
Put all your features in one column and have that conversation with Darrell and help him help you with the benefits for your social media marketing. Darrell, thanks so much for being our guest today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. As always, keep spreading that positive energy across America about business.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. More positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Field Guide to the Gross Emitter. A gross emitter is a car that spews out offensive, nauseating exhaust smoke at a high rate, also known as a junker, rattle trap, rust bucket, heap. A single gross emitter can pollute 100 times more than a new car. Why go through all the inconvenience of selling or trading in your gross emitter? After all, that old car will just continue to grossly emit. It's so much easier for you to simply donate your polluting clunker to the nonprofit Clear the Air Foundation. Your unpleasant, odoriferous hunk of junk will be crushed and recycled, so its acrid exhaust will never again darken our skies or our lungs. That way, we can all breathe a bit easier. To learn how to make gross emitters an endangered species, visit cleartheairfoundation.org. You may qualify for a tax deduction as well. That's cleartheairfoundation.org, an initiative of the Colorado Automobile Dealers Association, aired in cooperation with the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Dana Show, tonight at 7 on KLZ 560.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show right here on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Suddenly I see, this is what I want to be. Suddenly I see.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. We like to say we got here as quickly as we could, and it's time for your fan bragging recap.
Every Friday, we open up the phone lines to hear your stories of great customer service. It's Fan Braggin' Friday. You get to fan brag about great customer service. We know that you get great customer service everywhere you go. Well, maybe not everywhere, but on occasion, it's fan bragging worthy and you want a fun place to share it. Well, our phone number on Fridays, it's our phone number every day, but on Fridays, 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Mark your calendar, put it in your phone, set an alarm, and if you ever experience great customer service and you want a fun place to share it, you can call in every Friday with that story. Now, the benefit of Fan Braggin' Friday, where you go, your brand follows.
That's right.
I mean, number one. Number two, if you notice great customer service, chances are it's probably because you offer great customer service. If you don't offer great customer service, you wouldn't know it if it smacked you in the face.
Well, that's
Not
probably
that great
true.
customer service would smack you.
No, and unless that's the type of service you're looking for. But here's the thing. I love the idea of fan bragging about people, and we're getting ready to launch a brand new upgraded directory where you're going to be able to fan brag in real time 24/7 on our experiencepros.com extreme customer service directory page. And because you do that, think of the goodwill. When you say something nice, it's kind of like smiling at somebody. Maybe they're a total stranger and you're walking by and you smile at them. Maybe you try that flooding smile that we talked about earlier. And it's psychologically profound because they cannot do anything but smile back. It's one of those crazy things. I smile at you, you smile back. It doesn't have to mean anything beyond that, but there's a flood of goodwill that takes place. So too with a fan brag. You say something nice about somebody else, they're probably going to want to find out a little more about you, and probably, maybe, historically, do business with you.
Well, we're always looking for some place to give our dollars to. If we're looking for a new vendor, we want to hear from the customers, which is why Fan Braggin' Friday exists as a call-in show, because you get to actually hear live from the customers. And our
Fan Braggin' Friday kicked off with Deborah, who called in from Phoenix.
Yep.
She calls in every week from Phoenix, which you can fan brag about anybody, anywhere in the country. It doesn't have to be local. It doesn't even have to be one of our members. It can be anybody. We want to know who's offering great customer service. And Bridge Builders International is who she fan bragged about, praying for our country. They do a prayer workshop every Monday at noon
How
out
cool
in
is
Phoenix.
that?
Yes, absolutely. We got a fan brag for Solar City. You're looking for someplace to put solar panels on your home, on your commercial building. Got a fan brag for Solar City.
Casper called in with a fan brag about the manager over at BizCard Express in Centennial, Devon, and I'll tell you, those folks are doing a great job and really working hard on behalf of Casper. So he called in to say, got a fan brag shout out to them.
We also got a fan brag for Biker Jim's Gourmet Hot Dogs, brand new location in Highlands Ranch. And Action Computers got a good fan brag as well. We got a fan brag for Skin RX and Body Wellness, who hosted their annual open house. Our friend Jim Sharon, author, actually shared that fan bragging story.
Mary Beth called in to talk about Philip Aronoff with By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. And then Philip, which we cannot possibly set up, Philip was the next caller and called in about Trout Mobile to talk about the great service he receives over at Trout Mobile in Highlands Ranch.
Isn't that fun when you're like on the phone hearing a fan brag?
Absolutely, it really is. We also got a couple of fan brags on our page. When some people can't necessarily call in, they write in on our page. Here's one from Shauna. She says, "I'm fan bragging about a local business owner, Broads Off Broadway. She's located in historic downtown Littleton Merchants at 2555 West Alamo Avenue." In Littleton, Colorado. She has the best antiques ever and is one of the nicest business owners ever. Thank you, Shauna, for taking the time to write in on our page and say something nice.
Well, and Matt wrote in also. He says, I couldn't get through the lines to get my fan brag in on time, so I was told to put it here. He says, I want to fan brag about a fellow Extreme Customer Service Directory member, Rich Kathanik, the car hunter. And he left his car listing, the phone number, his website address, and then Matt even went in and talked about how fabulous his experience was, and then some information for how you can get in touch with Matt himself.
Absolutely, Matt. The website that you can go check out if you'd like a great experience with Rich Kathanik is coloradocarhunter.com.
All right, so this wasn't really a fan brag, but I got an email, and you can always send your fan bragging stories to us at fanbrag@experiencepros.com. But Tracy wrote in, and this wasn't really a fan brag, but this was about you.
Ahead. About me?
Yeah, listening to the end of the show on Thursday, I laughed while I was driving when Eric's comment on the no coffee drinking guy, when he saved $50 a week not drinking coffee, and Eric referred to him as an amateur.
Kind of went on a rant there.
You did. She said it was so funny. It was a year ago this month that I stumbled upon the show on October 31st, and I laughed so hard I was crying walking into a new client's home for the first time. And so Tracy wrote that in. Tracy's a great listener. She thinks you're funny.
Tracy, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that, and I am funny sometimes. I'm grateful that you enjoy the show, and so thank you for that as well.
So you can leave your fan bragging stories every day of the week on our Facebook wall, facebook.com/experiencepros. Say something nice about somebody else in business. Tag them as well. Take some advice from our friend Darrell Stern.
Oh, yeah.
And let them know when you're talking about them online. Everybody loves to see their names. You can use the hashtag fanbrag on Twitter and shout out for good customer service. That rising tide carries all ships.
I'm going to fan brag about the folks over at the Sprint store in the town center of Highlands Ranch. Fantastic group of people there. Made it so easy for me to trade up my phone to the brand new, yes, I got it, the big iPhone 6 Plus, and it is big, and I love it, and it works so easily, and I just want to say thank you to everybody out there who really gave a great opportunity for me to experience great customer service.
It's always nice when you experience great customer service. He's kind of picky about that.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a quick station ID at the top of the hour. But folks, please don't go anywhere, because we have a whole nother hour of positive business talk for you. And that may include a little bit of fall around and chicanery and a couple of shenanigans as well. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network, the most positive business talk show in America.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
The Dennis Miller Show, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560.
I'll never forget that moment.
Never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
It started with a phone call.
I got the text when I was at work.
My first call up ever as a member of the National Guard. This was it, the real deal.
When we got to the armory, they briefed us on the wildfires, how they were getting dangerously close to homes.
It was amazing to be a part of this massive operation. Helicopters were going up with huge buckets to drop water on the fires. Some of the guys in the unit were preparing for firefighting with local fire crews.
We went out in Humvees to help with the evacuations.
At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com. Discover what it means to be a citizen soldier, to serve locally as well as globally. Look into the benefits, including career skills and money for college. Take a moment. Go to NationalGuard.com today.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard, aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at KLZ560radio.com. This is KLZ 560. Freedom, liberty, truth.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster. No travel ban yet from countries infected with Ebola, but Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas temporarily shutting down its emergency department because of Ebola. This after a nurse gets diagnosed with the disease after treating Thomas Duncan. Despite the firepower, the terror group ISIS still advancing. Here's the Blaze Radio's Mari Cartel.
But I think they can take the airport, and that is crippling. And I also think that they can infiltrate into Baghdad with explosives, suicide bombings.
Turkey finally agreeing to allow the U.S. and coalition forces to use their bases to fight the terror group ISIS. Many, including Republican Senator from Arizona John McCain, think it's time for the president to add ground troops.
Forward air controllers, special forces, and other people like that.
Senator McCain on CNN's State of the Union.
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
You know what ruins a family camping trip? Staying zipped in the tent because of ragweed pollen, the #1 cause of fall allergies. Allegra gets you back in the fun by relieving your worst indoor and outdoor symptoms, even at 8 times high pollen levels. Allegra's non-drowsy relief starts in 1 hour and stays strong for 24. Camping is for bonding, not sneezing. So get Allegra, stop suffering, and start living.
Use only as directed in controlled environment studies using pollen deemed high by the National Allergy Bureau. Visit Allegra.com.
Disruptive may be just another overused buzzword, but disruptions in business like network downtime, data loss, social media abuse, and limited bandwidth are downright disruptive. For businesses large or small, Barracuda Networks offers powerful, affordable, yet easy to implement content security, application delivery, and data protection solutions, all designed to prevent disruptions and simplify IT. For an online demo or to try any of our security or storage solutions risk-free for 30 days, visit barracuda.com/disruptive.
You've been listening to the Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, 5 to 8 tomorrow morning on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We're here to remind you that small business is a big business, and your business is our business. Aww.
Are you having a tender moment?
Kind of am.
Wow.
Right?
Do you need a teddy bear?
Well, have you ever been...
popsicle?
No, well, you know, you're getting closer.
A burrito.
That's the one.
Yeah, all right.
I read
That wouldn't make you go, though.
No, I read this really cool, warm, tender article.
It is odd.
Yeah. And it's out of Guam. You know that island in the middle of the ocean? Guam.
Yes, I'm familiar with it. Yes.
An armed robber.
An armed robber. This is a touching story.
A masked gunman robbed a game room for $5,000.
And this causes you to go, aw?
Why is this? You got to wait till the end of the sentence. You got to hear the end of the
an armed robber.
End of the story.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so used to you just giving me a headline,
right?
And saying it's the story. This isn't the story.
No, he got in there and he's like ordering several customers to drop on the floor or get shot, and give me all your money and all the, and I'm going to shoot you if you don't open the door to the attendance room and all of this. He got about $5,000 from this thing,
Eric.
And then before you gotta wait till the end of the story.
That appropriate use of emotions.
At the end, before he left,
okay,
this one guy was crying because he wouldn't even have enough to go replace his license after you took it from me.
Right, they've just been robbed by gunpoint.
He offered that crying man, that Jigglypuff crying man, $7 to go get a new license, and then hugged and kissed every one of them, and said, "I'm very sorry. I just got released from prison. No one will hire me. I'm sorry you had to be the ones working, and I'm very sorry." Just such a heartwarming criminal story.
It is, and yet he departed.
He did with the $5,000.
With the $5,000, but was very sorry.
Here's what really gets me: the guy lives in Guam. That's about the size of my first office. It's an island. It's in the middle of nowhere, and
what's the?
Why would you steal money? You're trapped. Why would you say I just got out of prison? That narrows the margin.
Again, I think we need to talk about the proper display of emotions.
It was a
for
tender
you.
moment.
It was a tender moment, but now
let's hug. I'm sorry that you had to work here. Come.
You've switched sides. Now you're like, see?
I have not switched sides. I want that on the record.
You know what? If you have to say it out loud,
stop it.
Isn't true.
We have a great show for you, and that is true. Please don't go anywhere. Eric and Angel here. We got here as soon as we could with warm, tender criminal stories and positive business talk. We'll be back after these messages.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Until now, when you were having trouble sleeping, the only place for you to turn to was your doctor. But the new sleep store, Somnia, has sleep experts on hand ready to answer your questions, assess whether or not you have sleep apnea, and even dentists to help create appliances for snoring. Everything you need to get a better night's sleep in one place. Mattresses, sheets, aromatherapy. If it helps you sleep, Somnia has it. The grand opening inside Park Meadows Mall is November 1st, and Experienced Pros listeners get a sneak peek on October 30th at 10 a.m. Join us for the soft opening of Somnia on October 30th inside Park Meadows Mall. Somnia, helping you get a better night's sleep every night.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
You have a business and your business needs a phone system other than your cell phone. Now you have a solution. Perfect Cloud Solutions is the perfect answer to your phone system needs. Specializing in affordable voice-over internet protocol phone systems, Perfect Cloud Solutions has exactly what you need. And best of all, it fits within your budget. Call today and stop sharing that one-line handheld unit in the office. 855-771-VoIP. That's 855-771-8647. Or check them out for yourself at perfectcloudsolutions.com. Perfect Cloud has your perfect phone solution.
When you're diagnosed with a brain condition, it takes more than just a doctor to help you live the best life possible. Choose Colorado Neurological Institute's NeuroHealth Center for all your neurorehabilitation needs. The NeuroHealth Center is an outpatient neurorehabilitation clinic in Englewood, offering counseling, care navigation, speech, occupational, and physical therapy services, and all services are delivered in one location. Call today, 303-788-4010. That's 303-788-4010, or visit online at thecni.org.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
The Dennis Miller Show, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. This is Uterine Cancer Awareness Month. Did you know that?
I am now familiar with it.
Yes.
And there is, I think, every month an awareness month, as needs be. And we've all been touched. We all know somebody who has been touched. And our next guest, Elizabeth Hein, she's a cancer survivor. And she was actually told, she said, when I was in the throes of my own cancer treatment, I met several people who told me that getting cancer was the best thing that ever happened to them.
What?
Exactly her response as well. Well, through the relationships and the stories that she heard, she went on to write a novel called How to Climb the Eiffel Tower, talking about the comfort and friendships and the surviving of uterine cancer. Elizabeth, welcome to the Experience Pros radio show.
Good morning.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Very nice to have you along with us. So I guess we should start our conversation with, how are you now? You're doing all right?
I am fine now. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, actually, not uterine cancer.
Oh, okay.
12 years ago. And I went through a year of intense training. Intense treatment and training for life. And I'm very well now.
Well, very nice.
All right. Well, and you discovered several different new, leases on life, new philosophies on life, and many of those stories ended up in your book, How to Climb the Eiffel Tower. But mostly you talk about the friendships that you made during treatment. Can we talk about some of those?
Absolutely. I met some fantastic people while I was in treatment, and specifically I met one person during the radiation phase that had vaginal cancer. And she inspired me to write the book.
Aww.
Because every day, I don't know if you're familiar with how cancer treatment works, radiation, you go every day for about 5 to 20 minutes for several weeks. And so I got to know this woman very well. And through our conversations, I realized that she had told nobody that she had cancer. Her husband didn't know. Her family didn't know. I may have been the only person in the world that knew she had cancer. And we became very good friends. And
how did she get away every day and nobody know that?
Well, she hadn't had surgery, and you couldn't tell she had cancer from the outside.
Wow.
And she was fearful of how people would respond, and it broke my heart.
Elizabeth, let me ask you this question, because this brings up an interesting. She can't be the only one who has hidden this from people. Do you find that there are lots of people that go through something very traumatic, such as cancer, and never share it with anybody else?
A surprisingly large amount of people do not share their cancer with their friends and their coworkers, and it was such a different experience than my own, where I, circled the wagons, had my family around me throughout the whole experience. And at the time, I was a small business owner. I was a mom of 2 young children, and I told everybody because I needed the support. So when I met this woman, she blew me away. I was just flabbergasted by her, and she stuck with me. So when I sat down to write the book, I modeled Laura Blaine around her, where the main character has nobody and tells nobody and goes through life for a while without telling anybody, except for this one woman, Jane, who she meets on the day she's diagnosed with cancer in the oncology waiting room, and they strike up a conversation and they tell each other's stories and keep up with each other and help each other through the next year of their lives. And how that friendship transforms Laura's life. Wow. And Jane convinces her to tell people at work and to be more honest with people and to kind of reach out and accept love and support. And that really makes all the difference in Laura's life.
Well, fantastic. The book is How to Climb the Eiffel Tower. It highlights the amazing relationships that are fostered from the most unlikely of places, and including cancer treatment. Where do we get a copy?
It is available everywhere books are sold. It's available at your local bookstore, Amazon, online, Barnes & Noble, anywhere really right now.
I love it. Is this your first book, Elizabeth?
It is actually my second book. I also had a book came out last year on a much smaller scale called Overlook. And that's a kind of more funny, snarky look at subdivisions and secrets. And it's a much more comic book. Although How to Climb the Eiffel Tower is a remarkably funny book about cancer. It's a very serious subject, so I was very mindful to make it humorous in many times. And Laura's work life is a real source of humor because she is kind of a twisted individual at the beginning of the book and never learns anybody's names. Her coworkers are garlic breath and
oh, how funny.
Pathetic dog owner, because she's very troubled at the beginning of the book, and so she does not connect with people. And through that connection with Jane and some of the people she meets through cancer treatment, she learns also how to connect with the people she works with and how to see them more as people as opposed to rivals at work.
Well, great story. I'm looking forward to reading the book, How to Climb the Eiffel Tower, author Elizabeth Hein. Second book in a series. I'm sure we'll see more from you, Elizabeth. You're on a roll. Thanks so much for being our guest today.
Well, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And folks, please don't go anywhere. When we come back, business tips and insights coming up next. Missy Miller is on next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Make sure your marketing strategy includes search engine optimization and contact Colorado SEO at coloradoseo.com. You'll find a team of experts who have been connecting consumers online since 1996. You've created a commodity, now get found. coloradoseo.com. coloradoseo.com or call 303-990-5934. Remember, billions are searching. Will they find you?
Everyone wins when you partner with Mary Beth Stencil and her Paid to Save network. Put your daily deals on the Paid to Save app for free and start making money every time someone clicks on your offer. You only pay when someone pays you. What a great idea. And you can start making money today. No one will know of your offer until you list it, so get going right now. Visit paidtosave.com. That's paid, the number 2, save.com, or call Mary Beth right now at 303-268-5506. That's 303-268-5506. Get paid to save and start making money today.
In the final weeks before Election Day, think about ways you can help the cause for freedom, liberty, and truth. Choose your favorite candidate and donate to the campaign. Volunteer to canvass a neighborhood, knocking on doors or hanging door cards. You can make phone calls. There are many ways to help. The important thing is that you do help. This election is too important to sit out.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show right here on KLZ 560.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran. Early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Music is a world within itself, with a language we all understand.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Time for business tips and insights, and this means we're going to talk to Missy Miller with Mass Mutual of Colorado.
Hi, Missy.
Hi there. Good morning.
Hi, Missy.
Good morning. What are we talking about today?
Well, it's interesting, as I was listening to your previous caller, Elizabeth, oftentimes things happen that you don't ever, that's not something that'll happen to me, or that always happens to somebody else, I hear. And a lot of what I end up talking to clients and prospects about are those topics that people don't want to talk about. They want to put their head in the sand about them and avoid those tough discussions. So that really resonated with me, kind of what she was talking about with, cancer, and that's not something that you plan for. So what I try to do with clients is plan for the things that you don't know whether or not they're going to happen, but boy, if they do, you're in a better place.
Well, and I think that's kind of the catch-22, right, Missy? Like, I don't think it's going to happen, so why would I plan for it? And yet it happens all the time, so I should plan for it. And so getting those two dots to connect, I think is the struggle, right?
Exactly. It's very tough for people, because what they see at the end of the day is that, and what I was going to talk about today with disability insurance, a lot of people just see those as strictly expenses. That's something that's going to be coming out of their pocket. They never know whether they're going to recoup on what they've paid out. But boy, you can see statistically the amount of people that don't have the proper coverage in place, and the next thing you know, something unfortunately does happen, and then it's coming out of those costs have to come from somewhere. So they're coming out of the retirement funds, they're coming from family, they're coming from friends, to help cover those costs.
And you hear a lot of times, maybe less often, but when this happens and they did take care of it, they did plan ahead for it, they had some kind of backup plan or insurance or reserve, how much easier they could deal with the crisis. The crisis didn't also create a financial crisis as well.
Exactly. Great point.
And so you hear it and like the resources out there, we can make sure that it doesn't turn into a financial crisis for our family. And yet you still hear all the time, and, especially, because we're so connected on social media, somebody was diagnosed, they had no plan in place, no saving, no nothing. And you kind of just want to kind of look at them in the eye and just kind of shake them and go, what were you thinking, not planning ahead for your family?
Exactly. And, and that point too, what you were just talking about with, the medical expenses, it isn't something that when you, from the disability standpoint, let's talk about just briefly, that a lot of people don't realize, if you have there's just additional increases in expenses if you become disabled. So if something happens, and most of the time those disability cases cause more increases in medical care, rehabilitation is expensive. A serious sickness or an injury causes people to lose their jobs, and with it, their employer provided medical insurance. So where you think, I'm covered because I've got health insurance, but if you lose your job, then something else has to kick in to continue to pay those expenses. And when you're not working, you don't have that coverage oftentimes anymore. And COBRA, as we all know lately, can be extraordinarily expensive as an option.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So advice, Missy?
I would just recommend that, if you're going to be doing some of your planning as it coming up on the year end, let's look at what you have in place. Let's see where there might be some gaps. I don't want to necessarily tell you what's wrong. I might just be able to tell you what's missing in your planning. And oftentimes disability is one of those things because people have it through work. They contribute a little bit here or there towards their plan at work, but they don't realize those benefits are taxable and often capped. So it is just something to have an individual standalone plan is not a bad idea. There are plans that can protect your retirement portfolio as well and continue to contribute to your 401k plan. That's a newer type of vehicle out there. So I just teach and educate my clients and put them in the best possible place they can be in as they move forward.
Let's get some contact information for you so that we can have more people give you a call and find out about those new products.
Great. My best contact number is 303-257-5874.
Give that one more time, please.
303-257-5874.
Thanks for the tips this week, Missy. It's just, we need those reminders regularly. It's on our to-do list. It's kind of on the back burner, and we just need those reminders. So I really appreciate you bringing that to us every week.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it as well. Thanks so much.
All right. We'll talk to you next week, Missy. Thank you again. Folks, you ever want to just really spark some creativity in your team?
Yes.
Right? Well, I found an article by Christina Desmarais, and she wrote on Inc.com about some advice from a Silicon Valley CEO who cut his teeth at Disney. There, you think about creative Disney, right?
Yes.
So a couple of tips for sparking creativity in your team. The first thing is you need to be enthusiastic yourself. If you want a creative vibe going on in your office, you need to be a cheerleader. You need to be enthusiastic about what you're doing, creating your own magic.
Instead of, we would like to sponsor or spur on some creativity in our company.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So enthusiasm.
Get excited about what you're trying to ask them to get excited about. If you want some creativity, everybody's got to be in the creative zone. Have you ever been in a place where you are not creative?
It happens.
Right.
It happens. It's not like a switch you can turn on and say, now, I'm going to be creative. We often find ourselves in creative marketing meetings, and every now and then it hits like on the spot right when we need it. And here's the idea, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how it's going to come together. More often than not, you kind of have to marinate on it, and it'll hit you in a I don't know, when nobody else is around. Yeah,
absolutely. The next thing is stay ahead of the tech trends. If you want to be creative and you want your team to be creative, stay ahead of those tech trends. Make sure that you are well educated on the things that you want to see happen. Because if you think about it, now I mentioned that I just got the brand new iPhone 6 Plus, and on the surface, no pun intended, it really is just an upgrade of an iPhone. But if you start to look at the certain things that it does that has never been able to be done before, there's a lot more technology there, and it inspires me to think towards the future.
The video that Apple put out about the iPhone 6?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't that cool?
It's very cool.
Yeah.
They're doing some really cool technology. And I think that, we look, this dates me, but remember the Jetsons on television?
No, what was that?
Yeah, right. But you look at Rosie the robot and you think, well, one day my food's going to be sliding down a chute.
We watched Back to the Future this weekend.
Yeah.
That was 1985, and then they went into the future, and we're looking at it to say, well, there's no, we don't have a lot of the things that they said we would have, but we have a lot of the things they didn't even have.
Right.
When it comes to technology and our smartphones and the video cameras. And
I'd love to have a hoverboard, though. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Here's another way to spark creativity in your team. Find ways to show them you care. It really does translate. If people don't trust the environment they're in, they're not going to play creatively. They're going to play it safe. So you need to give them an environment that says it's okay to try new things, to brainstorm ideas. No one's going to label you negatively.
Which is a very important piece, because a lot of the ideas, especially in a creative meeting and brainstorming, most of the ideas that are shared will not be used.
Right.
But that doesn't mean they were bad ideas or they were dumb and we shouldn't share anyways.
What is it? Who developed 1,000 ways or 10,000 ways to not figure out how the light bulb works?
And that is what happens a lot of times. So, they don't always have teeth, to make the idea work, but that doesn't mean we don't. Bad ideas foster good ideas. We just need to keep talking until we figure it out.
Absolutely. Be authentic. If you are authentic, then people feel safe. When they feel safe, they tend to let the walls down, and that's where you start to see creativity.
Well, and you'll see people holding back. Do I share this? Do I say this out loud? What are people going to say? Are they going to think I'm an idiot? And so giving that space where we can just be authentic. We're just here shooting ideas, and it doesn't matter, even dumb ideas and bad ideas, stuff we aren't going to use. It's okay.
Absolutely.
It's okay.
And then finally, ask for cross-functional input. And what that means is where you might not normally go to, say, your CPA or whatnot, you ask for input from folks that would normally not be invited to the party. It creates a secondary angle, if you will, on how to view a project or an issue. Today, we have a meeting with not just our design team, but our sales staff and anybody else who wants to help in the project management of the rollout of our new product, the Extreme Customer Service Directory.
Okay, so how are you going to learn from this article? What are you going to do?
I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to ask for their cross-functional input. I'm going to stay ahead of tech trends, which we are way ahead of. I'm going to find a way to show them that I care, and I will be enthusiastic.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Who said that?
I don't know.
Oh, there was a motivational speaker who was big into gotta have enthusiasm.
I don't know.
And if I Google it, I will find it. But it was his trademark phrase.
No, there was a bald lady who said, "Stop the insanity."
What?
Yeah, there was.
Okay, why are you saying that?
Susan Powers. I don't know.
But that wasn't what this was about.
But I don't know that person, so I came up with a different one with a different phrase. Just
shoot it. Shoot. Who said it?
I don't know.
With such enthusiasm.
I don't know. We have to go to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we'll probably have that answer too. We'll be back after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth. but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out extremerelationshipmanagement.com for their next event. extremerelationshipmanagement.com.
Your largest asset is your home, and when your home needs help, Hocoa Denver is your best friend. The Homeowners Club of America provides AAA service, promptly matching your service requests with approved contractors, and then following up to guarantee the job was done right. Utilities, appliances, remodeling, painting, from bricks to fencing, floors to patios, Hocoa has you covered. Become a member for the equivalent of only $4 a month. $4! Hocoa, serving homeowners with care. Sign up today, 303-906-2643. That's 303-906-2643.
There's only one place on the dial for you to share your stories of great customer service, and that's Fan Braggin' Friday on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for you to call and tell the world who's getting it right in business. Call 855-FAN-BRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your stories every day on the Experience Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Braggin' Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Tell Eric and Angel, and then tell the world about Fan Braggin' Friday.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark is coming up at noon on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Wouldn't you love to get those customers who love you so much they just can't wait to do business with you? In fact, they almost throw themselves at you.
Those bragging customers,
fiercely loyal.
Yes, they are loyal. We know, we've been saying for years that loyalty, customer loyalty, is what we're all after. But how do you really create that? Our guest is Pamela Herrmann. She's the founder of Reach Across the Register, best-selling author and speaker around the country. And she recently authored the Customer Manifesto, which is a business guideline so you can find out what your customers truly desire and, frankly, what they are demanding before they will give you their lasting loyalty. Pamela, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Good morning, Angel and Eric. Great to be here.
Pamela, very nice to have you along. Now, the Customer Manifesto, that just sounds important. What made you come about with the title and the thought behind it?
Well, I thought to myself, it's about time for the pendulum to swing in the opposite direction. Customers have been a little bit of the Walking Dead, a little anesthetized. We are now making a big shift, in large part because of the ratings and review sites that are online, right? We're going online and we're talking about businesses, either businesses we love or businesses we hate, right? And so what we want to do is we want to take the power back as consumers. Conversely, as business owners, what we want to do is we want to implement strategies so that we can meet customers right where they want to be. And they want to have some deep level, heart level relationships with businesses. That's the route for loyalty. So, it was interesting because I was working with a client and we had put some processes in place to increase the reviews they were getting online. And I came back a month later and I said, we just can't get our customers to take that step for us. So I went into their business and I just observed. I observed from the customer perspective what was going on, and there it was. It was plain as day. The reason why customers were uninspired to provide that review, because they were providing a really flat experience. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't exceptional either. And like I said before, people don't go online to talk about mediocrity. They talk about either really good or really bad. Mm-hmm. So there it was. We want to get people to go online and talk about our business, but what they want to talk about is that 5-star experience. So what you have to do as a business owner is really position yourself in that place. And how do we do that? Well, we have to start with that exceptional customer experience. I focus 100% of my business now. It's like we don't even talk about amplifying your message online until you have got this part of your business dialed down, because this is what's going to take it to that next level of sales growth.
Well, and you talk about the customer experience, which I think most companies relate to. Okay, do we offer good customer service? And like you said, most of the time it's not overwhelming. It's acceptable. We do the job, we get it done, we show up on time, and we think we're offering this great customer experience. Is it measurable? Can you measure an exceptional customer experience?
Yeah, this is such a great question. The difference between a service and an experience are two different things. The service is what we do for someone, and experience is what we do for someone. So always think about the hospitality model when you're wondering, am I providing service or an experience? So is it measurable? Such a great question, because at the end of the day, you want to invest, your most valuable asset as a small business owner, which is time. You want to invest it in the right places and something that's going to yield the your investment, right? So this is really interesting. There was a research that was done recently. This was an article in Forbes, and they looked at 12 companies who have performance-enhancing cultures, and they compared it to 20 companies that don't. And what they found was really, really staggering. The net income growth for companies that do provide those types of cultures was this is gross gross increase in their net income was 756% versus 1% of companies who didn't perform at that level. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And, yeah. And stock price was even bigger. It was 901% to 74%. So it is not anecdotal. This is the real numbers behind this effort. And any business who wants to take advantage right now of standing out, which is what this is all about, this is how you do. You really have to start at the start, which is create the experience. And people will gladly go online and talk about your business and refer others through social proof.
Well,
super powerful.
And Pamela, this is why we engage you over at Reach Across the Register to support our members of the Extreme Customer Service, because we truly see eye to eye when it comes to this conversation. Just give one point that somebody can implement today, right now, that will affect positively their overall customer experience.
Well, let's take one of the things we love to do is we love to study enterprise level businesses, the companies that can invest millions of dollars in understanding their customer insight. We want to take a page from their playbook and bring it down to Main Street level. So let me give you one tip. And this is from the playbook of Zappos. What we want to do is really be very, very clear on the core values personally as a business owner and then as the company. So if you have employees, what are the core values that you together are working toward? And when you spend a little bit of time, it's actually a really quick and easy exercise to go through as a team, or even as a solopreneur, super critical. You really want to get centered with what are your core values. And then all of your decisions kind of stem from those core values. You get to decide, is this customer right for me? Do I want to make a recovery decision over a failed transaction with this customer based on these core values? How am I going to train my staff based on these core values? This is critically important. Everything becomes much, much easier if you focus your attention on core values. It's the cornerstone, really, of your business. One tip for you.
And you are loaded with great tips to create that customer experience, the customer manifesto. Pamela Herrmann with Reach Across the Register, reachacrosstheregister.com. Pamela, what else do we want to talk about today? Let our listeners know about the customer manifesto.
Well, the thing that we want you to embrace as a business owner is that there are really 10 value statements. And they're really very common sense. This is like taking it grandpa style. We want to keep it super simple. We want to get back to business of heart-centered. And I hope that doesn't sound too woo-woo, but I think with technology, we're very much in this space of masculine energy. It's very analytical. It's very logical. And we want to swing the pendulum as it relates to relationships with our customers back to the heart space. And if you decide that you want to take your business forward and accelerate your sales growth and your performance, it is right here in this place. There is that proverbial bell curve, and we're on the uptick. And so if you want to stand out, the Customer Manifesto, get your hands on it. Come on over to mainstreetsavvy.com. We'll send a poster to you for free that's got these 10 value statements, and we'll show you how you can exactly take these apart and implement them into your business. You'll see results immediately.
Pamela, give that website again, please.
mainstreetsavvy.com. Savvy. Savvy's with 2 Z's. Did you know that, Eric?
I do now. I do now. MainStreetSavvy.com, and you'll get a free poster with the 10 key points, and then and find a place where we can pick up a copy of the Customer Manifesto.
That's it. We were going to send it right over to you. We'll get the wheels started with bringing some of these best practices from enterprise level businesses down to Main Street business, yours, whether you're home-based, service-based, brick and mortar, doesn't matter. It works for anyone.
Train your staff, not just to think about customer service, but the customer experience.
Amen.
And Pamela's right. We are going online. We're reading those reviews, and we want to see those reviews, not only for our own business, but to be able to give them. And you're not going to give a 3-star. Why would you waste your time going online and giving just a mediocre? It's either going to be a 1 or a 5.
And listen, if you are the sufferer of a negative experience and the reviews that come along with that, you need to know Pamela as well. She's very good at creating or recovering, helping you recover from a poor experience that a customer may have reviewed.
So easy to do.
Pamela, we love you so much. Do you have a phone number that people can reach out to you?
You betcha. 720-480-7655.
720-480-7655. That's Pamela Herrmann. Pamela over at reachacrosstheregister.com. And the website where we can get the Customer Manifesto again?
MainStreetSavvy.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today, Pamela.
My pleasure.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to wrap this show up, put a bow on it, and it comes right after these commercials.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell them the pros sent you.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. List That Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. List That Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of List That Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
Hi, Bill McCormick here to thank you for making the Crawford Stand part of your day. And to let you know that now you can hear the stand on demand. Just go online to www.crawfordbroadcasting.com. Click on the stand button and look for the title of the commentary you want. You can then click on it to read, print, listen, or download as an MP3. This new service is for commentaries broadcast since the beginning of this year, and they're right there on the stand page at www.crawfordbroadcasting.com. The Crawford Stand is a public affairs presentation for God and Country.
Freedom 560 with Ken Clark, today at noon on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine.
What
do you mean,
No. I got a little glimpse into where you're going with this.
Well, okay, you should feel okay about this, because are you a morning person, Eric?
I think I'm a morning person.
You're a morning person? Well,
Yeah.
I am not.
No.
I'm not a morning person.
I know this about you, everybody.
I'm not a morning person. Never want to get up, never want to wake up, never want to climb out of bed. And so I came across an article about a gentleman who decided to do 21 consecutive work days of waking up at 4:30 a.m.
Ain't no sunshine at that time.
No, there is not. Now, I had lunch with my dad. My dad's birthday was last Wednesday.
Happy birthday, Adam.
He and I went to lunch. And my dad gets up
dark 30.
Oh my gosh, it's the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the night. I think there's a 3 on the clock when he gets up. I think 4:30 is the middle of the night. Now, this gentleman said he was already getting up at around 6 o'clock in the morning. So he's already getting up pretty early. So this is an extra hour and a half earlier in his day. But the whole point was to
Or
test
roughly 30%
himself.
of your sleep time.
To test himself to find out, would he be more productive if he got up an hour and a half earlier? Now, I think about the first hour and a half of your day. And the activities that you're participating in, right?
Yeah.
You're active, you're busy, you're checking your email, you might be working out, you're getting stuff done, you're packing your day, you're being productive in that first hour and a half of the day.
Sure.
And think about your last hour and a half of the day.
Sorry.
You are less productive. It's TV watching, game playing. Are you saying that you are intoxicated for the last hour and a half of your
I
day?
may or may not be saying such things about not just me, but the average human.
Could you actually use your words and not make me guess? I mean, what are you trying to say here? So yes. So hopefully that doesn't happen in the first hour and a half of your day.
No.
Well, we can't just assume that.
I think we can.
Not given the information you've just given.
You were talking about the end of the day.
Okay, so the end of the day. So I am not a morning person. Would getting up an hour and a half earlier make me more productive in my day?
Without question.
Logic says to me, like, well, I would just go to bed then an hour and a half earlier. My hour and a half would just shorten to my time clock would just shift. In the whole scheme of the 24 hours.
I think that defeats the purpose.
Well, but it would, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily.
I mean, if
You
if
can
you're
still
gonna be,
have your glass or bottle of wine, as the case may be, and go to bed.
I'm
and
not
then-
drinking
and then
a glass
get
or a
up.
bottle of wine at the end of the day.
Whatever.
Now, so wouldn't you just have it an hour and a half earlier in the end of the day?
And no, because that's like the middle of your work afternoon. And I think that, the reason he did it for 21 days is because
It takes 21 days
start a habit,
to start
right?
a habit.
and it's just positive. And by the way, I think that it is really important that
I
you
did think
don't
about
just
it.
swap time. No, don't just think about it. You're going to do this.
No, I am not.
Oh, Angel Tussey.
I actually read the article.
I've read the article as well, and I think you should do this.
3 days thinking about it.
You did not spend 3 days thinking
did.
about it. You spent about 3 minutes thinking about it and say, I've dismissed that thought and have gone on with the rest of your family life. I know how you work. Oh, see, you got no defense for that. So here's the truth.
I know. I'm thinking only dogs can hear you
Let's
now.
talk about Felipe,
Usually
the guy who wrote this article.
That's a tone that I bring on. Your voice just raised all these octaves.
You wound me up and then you opted out. You can't do that.
I didn't wind
You're
you
not
up.
opting out.
I didn't wind
This
you
is
up.
what the author of this article discovered. Number one, if you want to change something in your life, it's always better to have support along the way. I'm here to support you,
I'm
Angel.
not asking for support.
I'm going to count. When you wake up at 4:30 in the morning, I want you to
wake up
send
at
me a
4:30 in the
text and I
morning.
will reply back that I got it and I'm with you.
I am not waking up at 4:30 in the morning.
So when you wake up at 4:30 in the morning, people are going to see things differently. You are going to see things differently.
I realize
You're going to get so much done. Productivity is the heart blood of your motivation.
Pretty freaking productive during the middle of the day.
Checking with the FCC right now. Charlie has got 8 seconds left to push that button if he needs to.
He's like, Angel, I got my big wide eyes. I am productive during the day. How much more productive do you need me to be?
Listen, I mean, people like you, when they wake up earlier, they think they don't want to because they get to sleep less. The fact of the matter is you're probably sleeping too much. You're probably sleeping so much that you become lethargic after the fact. Cut yourself to 6 and 7 hours a week.
I'm okay with it. I need 9.
Oh my gosh, you're incorrigible. All right, listen, you're going to learn to eliminate. You're going to learn to eliminate the obstacles along the way. I thought you were, based on our conversation on Friday, I thought you were going to say, "I've decided to get up early."
I considered it.
I didn't really consider it, and so we're doing it on the air.
And therefore, when I came up with the logic
obstacles.
of it, if I've got my hour and a half here or my hour and a half there, I think you're just switching the hour and a half for a little earlier.
You're not switching. You're not
actually getting an extra hour and a half.
No, you're removing an hour and a half to get the extra hour and a half on the productive side. Sleep is not productive. You get a certain point of sleep. I'm telling you.
Says I know.
I'm telling you.
I'm not listening.
Your physical condition helps a lot. Guess what? You've been going to Orange Theory Fitness since February. Your physical condition is top notch, and you've got BioT Medical fueling the other side.
Please hold.
What?
This is a piece of it. They say that you can work out early in the morning. I don't do that anymore.
You don't have to work out early in the morning. You work out in the evening.
That's what they're doing now. They're saying you can use this hour and a half to work out.
You can use it to work out, but you don't have to work out in the morning.
Already.
You do. So see,
I can get that hour. Now I don't need that hour in the morning to work out.
Forget the snooze button. How much time do you waste? Tell the truth.
This one I agree with.
The
one simple snooze will seriously affect your day. Studies show, according to this article, that you're even more tired after sleeping that 10 minutes. It makes people delay several other things in the day. I don't use a snooze button. Actually, I don't even use an alarm clock.
So do you believe that study? So let's believe this study too. You like to sleep, but your body only needs 6 or 7 hours, not 9 or 10.
9.
Or 12.
I want to be
you get
in my bed for
working
9
hours. Look, you get up at 4:30. Remember the article that you wrote about your daughter? That 5 will get you 10. She got up 5 minutes earlier, and she ended up with so much more time on the other side.
Well, because she wasn't rushing.
You got 90 minutes.
I'm talking here. She wasn't rushing around in the morning. And so a few minutes early, if you find yourself rushing, I don't find myself rushing.
I realize that because sometimes
I'm late.
I didn't say that. You get more working hours if you add 5 minutes to get you 10.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to do for an hour and a half. I'm going to read my email.
You're not going to read your email. You're going to be productive. You're going to make a list of the things that you want to get started and get done before you ever get in the car.
Can't have conversations. You can't call people. You can't. I mean, I could send emails, and then my inbox would just be bombarded by 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Your goal has always been inbox 0. And then you could accomplish that by 6:30 in the morning and be so much happier.
Here's what was the thing? Needs versus desires.
Right. You're allowing your desires to kick all over whatever your needs are.
Darn straight I am. Yeah.
You are now dismantling the rest of the show one sentence at a time.
How am I dismantling?
Because you told everybody to go with what your needs are, and the customer's needs are more important than what necessarily their desires are.
But our
and
customers,
now you're saying, but my desires trump everybody.
No. Consumer desire trumps. Whether you need it or not, if you want it, you'll get it.
You get a new view on the world, and I think maybe it's necessary.
I do think it's beautiful watching the sun come up in the morning, and it's peaceful, and you feel like you've gotten so much done. When I do get up early and I get out and there was last weekend, I was up and out, and by 11 o'clock in the morning, I had done all this stuff, and I was very impressed with myself. But then I still had the whole rest of the day, and I'd already done it, so it really wasn't necessary.
Here's the summary of the whole damn thing. You need the will to do it. If you don't have it, no one's going to be able to do it for you, not even me. Your partner, you're enthusiastic. You kind of did. You told me.
I just read the article. Right. I was kind of enthralled by the idea of it. That was Thursday. Now it's Monday.
and you thought about it.
I did think about it. I did. I actually
you should get up earlier.
I did have this very logical thought of
Right,
it
so
was
what
this
if it's
hour and a
not
half
4:30? What if
versus
it's
this hour and a half.
5:30? Can we say 5:30?
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Because of all the things I just covered. Shall we start at the top?
Could we go one more time? Yeah, no, not gonna happen.
No, I think you should.
I don't think but see, here's the thing is I really don't think I should.
Because if you change something in your life, it's going to be better to have support because people like to see different things. People don't wake up early because they think they have to sleep less because
So
you're eliminating obstacles.
do you remember, Eric, a couple months ago, you were going to start getting up 3 mornings a week and working out before work. How'd that work for you?
You are a bad and evil lady.
I'm just asking. You were going to get up hour and a half earlier and you were going to go and you were going to work out because the gym is right across the parking lot.
You know what?
We'll go tonight. Parker and Arapahoe, Orange Theory Fitness.
Yeah,
5 o'clock.
We're
Just
going
meet
to
me
do
there.
that, but this conversation is over. I'm just saying. Yeah, listen to some political talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network or, this station.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Freedom